Market mix distributions. Distribution is an important component of the market mix that involves the location and method used to make products available to customers. So, distribution is one part of the marketing mix that focuses on how product reach customers. It is important because even in a good product will not succeed if customers cannot access it. Distribution ensures that products are delivered properly and efficiently. So, what is distribution? Distribution is the process of making products available to consumers. It means delivering the right products to the right place at the right times. It includes the locations and method of delivery. Channels of distributions are the route that products and services take from the time they are produced to the time they are consumed. Channels of distributions are the path that products follow from the producer to the consumer. These channels help reduce time and cost for both buyers and sellers. They also make sure products are always available. We have direct and indirect channels. Direct channels move the product directly from the manufacturer to the consumer. So, sa direct channel, mas mura yung cost because direct channel means the manufacturer sell directly to the consumer. So, di na nila kailangan ng any intermediaries involved. Example of direct channel is online selling, direct mail, and company-owned store. So, next is indirect channels. Used in intermediaries, people or business that move product between the manufacturer and consumer. Sa indirect channels, they use intermediaries like agent, wholesaler, and retailer para mas this allow business to reach a wider market. So these middlemen help move products from the manufacturer to consumer. Channel options. There are three main channel options. Number one is manufacturer to consumer. Number two is manufacturer to retailer to consumer. Number three is manufacturer to wholesaler to retailer to consumer. So, number one is the manufacturer to consumer. The product can be sold by the manufacturer directly to the consumer through the internet, direct mail, or television shopping channels. So, in these options, the manufacturer sells directly customers. It is the most cost-effective method because there are no middlemen. However, market reach is limited. So, manufacturer to consumers also aim to the direct channels. It is mura yung kanilang cost kasi directly to manufacturer sells directly to customers. Number two is manufacturer to retailer to consumer. A sales force can sell manufacturer goods to retail store, and the retail store can sell to the consumers. So here, manufacturer sell products to retailers, and retailer sell to consumers. So this method offers more sales opportunities. However, it is more expensive than direct selling. So 3 is manufacturer to wholesale to retailer to consumer. To reach a large market, the manufacturer can sell large quantities to the wholesaler who will the store and sell smaller quantities to many retailer. This method is used to large markets manufacturer sales in bulk to wholesaler who then sell to retailer. This results in lower production costs due to mass productions.
Next in line is the distribute goods and services. So, ito na yung mga different channels ng distribution process ng mga companies and businesses sa pag-produce ng kanilang products and service sa markets and to their customers and consumers. And first of the list na mga channel distribution ng mga companies and businesses are the retail businesses. Ito na yung mga business na nagbibenta sila ng mga small portions ng mga products para mas madaling mabili ng mga consumers. Next is service business. And ito na yung type ng businesses na more on efforts. Dahil sa business na ito is serbisyo talaga yung ginagamit dito para kumita. And lastly, we have manufacturing businesses. And this type of businesses is hindi nila directly ginasell yung products doon sa customers, kundi doon nila ginasell yung products nila sa mga retailers para yung mga retailers lamang yung magbenta doon sa customers.
Going on to physical distribution. So physical distribution talks about the products from moving from the producers to sellers and customers. So physical distribution is basically how the products move from where they're made to where they're sold. It doesn't only mean transportation, but also stands for storage, packaging, and receiving goods. For example, a product is made in a factory, then it's transported, stored in a warehouse, delivered to a store, and finally bought by the customers. So all of these are steps and part of the physical distribution. Going on the activities and examples under the physical distribution, these are the transportation, packaging, storage and handling, and receiving goods. So, transportation is about how the products are moved, like by the truck, ship, or airplane. The choice depends on the product and where it's going. Small items nearby are usually delivered by courier, while big items shipped to the other countries are sent by ship or plane. Storage and handling means keeping the products in warehouses before they're sold. So this helps businesses to manage a supply, but products still need to be handled carefully to avoid the damage. Packaging stands for packaging protects the product during delivery. For example, fragile items like glasses are needed to be sealed by secured packaging, like bubble wrap, food products. It needs to be sealed with secure packaging. Lastly, receiving goods to sell means businesses get supplies from suppliers. For example, bakeries buys ingredients, pet shops buy grooming products, and Louisa gets pastries from a local baker and other products from distribution.
Now let's move on to online advertising. Since halos lahat ngayon online na, businesses also advertise online. Online advertising is popular because it's cheaper, faster, and mas madaling ma-manage compare sa traditional advertising. Customers can easily search for products using keywords. Isang search lang may lalabas na agad na ads and options. Online advertising also allows interactions. Pwede mag-chat, mag-comment, or mag-subscribe sa newsletters. So parang mas connected yung business and customers. Also, kapag maayos yung website, easy to navigate and updated. Mas nagiging comfortable yung customers na magtiwala at bumili. Now, let's talk about the types of online advertising. There are different types of online ads and lahat sila is ginagawa para makakuha ng atensyon. First is banner ads. Ito yung mga mahabang ads sa top or side ng website. Then, floating ads, yung gumagalaw and sumusunod sa screen. Wallpaper ads, binabago yung background ng website. Trick banners, mukhang alert or error message pero ad pala. Pop-up ads, bigla na lang lumalabas sa screen. Pop-under ads, nasa likod lang ng and lalabas after mo magsara ng tabs. So basically, lahat ng to is designed para mapansin agad ng users. And lastly, let's talk about paying for online advertising. So one advantage ng online advertising is madaling sukatin kung effective siya. Makikita agad kung ilang tao yung naka-view, nag-click, or gumawa ng action. And there are 3 common ways to pay. First is cost per milli or CPM. Nagbabayad ka based sa dami ng views. Then cost per click or CPC, nagbabayad ka lang kapag may nag-click. Cost per action or CPA, nagbabayad lang kapag may ginawa talagang action like sign up. So, most advertisers prefer CPA kasi sure na may result bago magbayad. So, to conclude, advertising is a very important promotion strategy. Kapag tama yung message, tama yung platform, and tama yung way of paying, mas nagiging effective yung advertising. So, ayun lang. Thank you. Good day. My name is Kia Xavier S. Baroy. So, for our report today, I'll be discussing promotion strategies. So, let's start with advertising. Advertising is a paid form of communication, meaning businesses actually spend money just to tell people about their product or services. Hindi siya libre. They do this because they want to make sure that people are aware of what they are offering. Almost all type of businesses advertise service industries, manufacturers, and retailers. The reason is simple. Even if your product or service is good, if no one knows about it, no one will buy it. Advertising helps keep the product or service in the public's eye. It builds awareness so that when the customer needs something, your business is one of the first thing they remember. For small businesses, especially yung mga bagong start pa lang, super important ng advertising. It helps them explain kung ano yung ino-offer nila and why customers should choose them over others. Big companies usually hire advertising agencies para mas creative yung ads. But since mahal yun, most business owners, sila na yung gumagawa ng sarili nilang ads, especially online. Next, let's talk about choosing your message. When you advertise, dapat clear yung message na gusto mong iparating. Kailangan alam mo kung anong image yung gusto mong makita ng customer sa business mo. So, for example, if your strategy is low prices, then dapat yung ads mo is nakafocus sa pagiging affordable. So, if your target market is people who are willing to pay more, then dapat nakafocus yung ads sa quality and services. So, instead of price na pinapakita mo na premium, yung service, trend yung stop, and worth it yung bayad. After choosing your message, kailangan mo na rin isipin saan ka mag-a-advertise. You have to consider the cost and kung effective ba siya sa target audience mo. Kasi sayang naman kung maling tao yung nakakakita ng ad.
So let's proceed to disadvantages of online advertising. So many marketers have abused the internet and its ease of use with excessive spamming, sending mass mailings by email to the internet users. Excessive use of pop-ups, flashy banners, and spam has caused many people to use pop-up blockers, spam control, and spyware to block promotions from reaching their website. Like for example, Luisa creates a website that provides information about her gourmet food shop and catering services. Because her customers are local, Luisa decides not to use any other forms of online advertising. So, Luisa did not use any online advertising so that she can avoid being blocked by their customers. So, the next one will be television advertising. So, television advertising is a form of promotion that reaches millions of people quickly through commercials and infomercials. It is effective because it uses both sight and sound, making advertisement engaging and informative. However, the disadvantage of television advertising is that it is very, very expensive for small businesses due to high production and airtime costs. It also reaches a broad audience, which makes which may not match the target market, making it less cost-effective for some businesses. So the next one will be radio advertising. So radio advertising can be an effective and affordable option for small businesses. Unlike the television, it allows you to better target specific audience because as different radio stations, different demographics. Like for example, pop rock for younger listeners and classic or talk radio for the older listeners. So, choosing your station that matches your target market can improve ad effectiveness, and radio advertising costs include both airtime and production expenses similar to the television ads. So the disadvantages of radio advertising is that radio ads rely on this only on sound, so they cannot show their products visually and listener might forget or skip them. So producing an effective ad may result to extra costs because it requires professional help which can be expensive. For example, Luisa, aiming at middle-aged upscale customers, chooses a classical music station because its listener demographics match her target market or target audience. So, let's proceed to the newspaper advertising. So, newspaper has been or have been the single largest form of advertising in the US or the United States of America. However, as more people are looking to the internet for some news and other informations, newspaper circulation has declined in many cities in the United States of America. So small businesses may only choose to promote their products and services in newspaper for the following reasons only. So because first is that it is relatively inexpensive. So most small businesses can afford it because it's not that expensive. And the next one will be it targets a limited geographic area. So newspaper can only reach people within your area, within your local area. So, and the last one will be it will reach large numbers of people. So since it can only reach your local area, you can give newspaper to those within those area. So basically, if you have in your local area have a lot of population, so it can reach many people. But if not, if only there's a small population, then it can only reach low numbers of people. So that's it. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Today I'm going to talk about different type of advertising. Newspaper ads are cheap and good for local people, but sometimes readers don't notice them. Direct mail ads like flyer are sent to homes, but many people throw them away. Magazine ads work well because they target specific interests. Outdoor ads like billboard can reach many people, but they don't give much information. So choose the right advertisement depends on who you want to reach. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Abdulhani Abbas. Today, I'm going to discuss the outdoor advertising. So, ang ibig sabihin ng outdoor advertising tulad ng mga billboards at signs ay isang epektibong paraan para tumatak ang pangalan ng iyong business sa maraming tao. Pero, dahil mabilis lang itong nadadaanan ng mga sasakyan, limited lang ang mga information na pwede mong ilagay at maaaring hindi rin ito laging makapture ang tamang brand image na gusto mong ipakita. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng outdoor advertising. Susunod naman ay ang transit advertising. So, sa transit advertising, gaya ng mga signs sa mga pampublikong sasakyan, is mas nakakapagbigay ito ng mas detalyadong impormasyon kumpara sa billboards. However, magiging epektibo lamang ito kung ang iyong mga target market is madalas na gumagamit ng public transportation. So, isang halimbawa nito ay si Luisa. So, base sa kanya is dahil ang kanyang mga customer ay taga suburbs at bihirang mag-commute, hindi niya pinili ang ganitong uri ng mga advertisement dahil hindi nito mararating ang mga taong nais niyang bentahan. Okay, let's move on to the budgeting for promotion. So, dito, may mga bagay tayong dapat tandaan kung tayo ay nagbabudget for promotion. So, firstly, you have to obtain cost. Alamin ang approximate cost or presyo ng lahat ng advertising media na plano mong gamitin. And also, you have to calculate the budget. Gamitin ang mga presyong ito para makuha ang iyong projected promotional budget. And another thing is to determine the percentage. So, i-compute kung ilang porsyento ng iyong projected sales ang mapupunta sa promotion budget. And another thing is you have to check the feasibility. So, dito is pag-isipan kung realistic or makatotohanan ba ang budget na ito para sa kakayahan ng iyong business. So, another thing is you have to compare to industry. So, kailangan mong ikumpara ang iyong percentage sa industry average gamit ang information mula sa mga trade associations or business publications. And another thing is you have to align with the competitors. So dito is siguraduhin na ang iyong promotional budget is inline or kapantay ng mga katulad mong negosyo or negosyante. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng budgeting for promotion.
Self-promotion. Self-promotion is a business should try to keep its name visible in the forefront of the people's minds. Self-promotion is a good way to do this. Example, a clothing store gives free away tote bag and t-shirt which its logo and content information. Customer use those items in public, helping promote the store for free.
Now, let's move on to selling. Good selling skills are important to an entrepreneur. You will be selling your business ideas to potential investors in the beginning stages, and you will be selling products or services to customers once you open your business. To many customers, the salesperson is the business, so it is important to create a positive image. Selling is the way a business makes money, so a salesperson plays a very important role. Next is personal selling. Personal selling is direct communication between a prospective buyer and a sales representative. The sales representative attempts to influence the prospective buyer in a purchase situation. It is important for the salesperson to uncover and identify the customer's needs, issues, and concerns so they can be addressed throughout the sales process. Next, to be successful at selling a product or service, a salesperson must have true knowledge of the features and benefits of the product or service. Features are the physical characteristics or capabilities of the product or service, while benefits are the advantages that could result from those features. Customers are mainly interested in the benefits they will receive. It is important for a business to spend time training salespeople about the product or service, the industry and the market, as well as the company and its competition. The more salespeople know about the internal and external environment, the more effective they will be.
Determining needs and wants of customers. To make a sale, first you have to understand the specific why behind the customer's purchase. whether they are looking for basic survival items like food or high-level luxuries. As a salesperson, your job is to pin down that motivation so you can offer the exact product or service that fills their specific gap. Needs assessment is all about having a real conversation to interview the customer and narrow down their options. Once you know what they need, you have to stay flexible and be willing to dedicate your time and resources to ensure they walk away fully satisfied with their choice, and that is what you call need satisfying. Next is problem resolutions. When a customer isn't quite sure what they need, you step in as a consultant by looking at the situation from their perspective. By asking the right question, you help them diagnose their problem and guide them toward a solution they might not have found on their own. Next is buying decisions, rational versus emotional. Rational are the logical ones where a customer carefully weighs the facts and thinks hard before spending, while the emotional buying decisions, on the other hand, happen quickly and are driven by how a product makes someone feel or how it aligns with their personal beliefs. Next is the customer decision making process. Buying something is essentially a problem solving journey that starts with defining a problem and gathering info. Steps of customer decision making: first is define the problem, second, gather information, third, identify various solutions, fourth, evaluate alternatives and select the best option and take action, and lastly, evaluate the action. Next is the other types of promotion, where you can also offer sales promotions or use telemarketing to promote your business. First, we have sales promotion. Sales promotion are extra incentives like contests or free samples designed to give customers an immediate reason to buy. Example of these are contests, free samples, rebates, coupons, special events, gift certificates, and frequent buyer. A rebate is a specific type of promotion where the customer gets a partial refund after the purchases, making the deal feel more valuable. Lastly is telemarketing. This is the practice of using phone calls to reach out directly to potential customers to spread the word about a business. It's often used because it's a quick and relatively low cost way to share special offers or new services updates.